In this video, we're going to take a look how to bulk download as well as upload files for records in Brobench. So majority of this capability was introduced in the version 4.9 and available in the Essential and above. When you're reviewing a particular record, for example, account or opportunity or what have you, we show an additional tab called Files. So when you click on it, all the files associated with that particular record, both attachments as well as the content documents, will be shown here. So once it's shown, you can of course export all the list if you want to. You can click on this eye icon to preview that particular file. So when you click on the preview, basically we leverage the standard preview capability in Salesforce. And this is, by the way, one of the painting that our son painted. So you can see that, so you can preview whatever the capabilities are, the files that is supported by Salesforce. So if you try to preview CSV, I don't think it supports the CSV. Okay, so in this case you're gonna get that no preview available. So that is a one way. Of course you can download them. For example, you can click on here and then that will download the file to your local system, and then you can continue, for example. You can also preview multiple files at a time. For example, let's say I want to preview these three files. I can right click and say preview files. So it opens 3 different windows and then it shows the preview of all of them at the same time. So of course, which you can see what it is. You can also download multiple files. For example, you can here and then you can say download. So if you're downloading one single file from here, then it will download as that particular file. But if you're downloading multiple, then it actually downloads as a zip file containing all the files within them. You can also click on this download all files, so that will automatically download all the files. But in the context menu, you can download the selected files. Let's say I want to download only these 3 records I can download. Then it will download only those 3 files, not all of them. But if you want to just download all of them, you can click on the download all or select all of them and download. Either way would work. Okay. If you want to upload files, so you can click on the upload files, and from there you can select. For example, let's say I'm going to select. By the way, you can also delete. So once you're shown here, let's go and delete these files. Okay, you can delete multiple files. It shows you, and then when you click on it, it'll delete it. And then you can click on the upload files and select all the files. In this case, let's say I'm selecting all of these that I want to upload, and then I want to upload. Let's do in 2 batches so that I can upload some as a content file, some as the attachment. So in this case, the default is a content file. So it creates a content document, content version, and the content document link, so that appears to this particular record. Okay, so now they are there. You can see the content document. So then you can upload the rest as, for example, the last 2 as attachment. So this is one capability that can be very helpful for testing and all that, because Salesforce UI, you cannot upload as an attachment anymore. It is just the content file for good reasons, but for testing, sometimes you want to be able to upload as an attachment to take care of a few things. Okay, so now you can see that these are the attachment, these are the content files. Of course, from here you can go ahead and do the preview, download, and we add whatever. So we do support to delete the files as well as unlink them. For example, if it is a content file, you want to keep the file, but you just want to unlink from this particular record, you can say unlink them. Unlinking works only for content files, not for attachment, because attachment either you can't unlink them from a record. That has to be either deleted or associated to a record. Okay. So we talked about uploading files, downloading all the files, previewing the files, previewing multiple files, downloading individual file, or downloading multiple files. Okay, so this capability is available at an individual record level. Or what if you want to download files across multiple records? So that is where the similar capability is integrated into the query module. For example, let's say I have 2 different accounts here that have some files. You can select multiple of them. For example, in this case, let's say I'm selecting these 2 records. You can right click and then you can go to other actions, and then you can say download upload files. So when you do that, it downloads the files from all the records. You can see that, that files are shown from 2 different records. In this case, a record ID, the parent ID, and then the parent name that added for a context. And the functionality works in a similar way. For example, you can preview them, multiple of them, download all the files. So with this option, you can query 10 account records or 10 opportunity records. You can right click and download. It will download the files for all of them. However, you can upload files only when a single record is selected. For example, in this case, let's say I select this particular record, upload and download. Now I can upload to that particular record. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is about viewing the files associated with other records like account and opportunity. What if you are querying one of these objects with the binary field, for example, attachment, the content version, content document link, or a standard document on the event log file? All of them contains a binary data. So when you are querying one of those objects, by the way, that is documented and available in here, you can go to the query, download, upload files for any of these files. So if you're querying them, then you can't attach files to them because they themselves are the files. Then you can directly download them. For example, let's say I query attachment. Now there are various attachments. I can do the same thing. For example, I can right click and now it adds not in the other actions. Here we have the preview files and the download files. Now you can download from here. Okay, so you can click on the preview. For example, let's say I want to preview these two. Let's see if we can preview PPT files. I'm not sure if you can preview PPT files. Okay, so you can do that, or you can also download them. You can select multiple of them and then download. Okay, of course you can't upload records to this attachment because they themselves are the files. Okay, but you can view them there. And similarly, it will work for a content version as well. For example, let's say if you have a content version, you can download the files or you can preview files if you want to. Okay, so you have a preview file here, or you can download in the similar way. So it works in 2 different contexts. If you're querying, the objects with the binary fields, or querying objects that can attach files to them. Okay, so it supports both the different approaches. Okay, so I hope this adds this capability brings some productivity for your Salesforce work. So if you would like to see upload the documents for multiple records at a time, please let us know and we'll prioritize that based on the customer feedback. Thank you.